Welcome to the South Florida Mortgage Report. I'm Craig Garcia, President of Capital Partners Mortgage Services.
Billy May, your hat-to wearing mortgage guy, coming to you broadcasting from beautiful Key Largo. We have to feature South Florida in the South Florida Mortgage Report, right, Craig?
We do, and this is a quick emergency session, so we just found out some information that people will want to know. If you are a teacher, a nurse, cop, firefighter, anybody who serves the community, if you've been sitting on the sidelines because you couldn't get your down payment together, you've been waiting, got news for you. Florida Hometown Heroes is back. And the date to circle is July 13th.
Yes, very similar to last year, right, Craig? It's $50 million available, same kind of criteria with occupations, correct?
That is correct, and the big message that we want people to know about, so it's coming, but you really don't have to wait until July 13th to get started.
That's right. You could go out there, write a contract this weekend, right?
You technically can. So we wanted to kind of walk through this. Now, we don't have the guidelines yet, so the guidelines are anticipated to be similar to what they were last year. So we're just going to do a really quick run through. But the key part about this is, yeah, you really could take action now in anticipation if you qualify on last year's guidelines. They're probably not going to change very much. And we have had people do this over the years where they're in the wheelhouse for who would likely qualify, and they've gotten under contract while they were waiting for the funds to get released. And so we're in striking distance now. I mean, you're talking about this is weeks away. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
And we were thinking this was not going to happen. The governor just signed the budget, and this kind of happened last year, and they didn't release the funds, and you couldn't really do anything until mid-August.
That's
so
right.
They really accelerated the headline. So anyway, Bill, what's the benefit of Hometown Heroes? What do people get?
Yeah, this is a great program. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Craig, this is the 5th year in a row the state has done it. The first couple of years, they had $100 million available. Now they have $50 million available. Basically, what it is a first-time home buyer, and there's loosely defined on that. We can get more details on that later. You can get up to 5% of the loan amount you get from us. So hypothetically speaking, if you bought a $500,000 house, the minimum down payment is 3%, which would be what's that, $15,000. So that's $485,000. You get 5% of $485,000. Maximum up to $35,000.
It's amazing. So that $35,000, there's no interest, there's no payments. You pay it back at some point when you sell the property, refinance, it stops becoming your primary residence. But until then, it's a way to get into the home right now without using all your own money, or sometimes any of your own money.
No, it's a great program. Like you said, zero interest, doesn't need paid back once you sell, refinance, or convert to investment property. It's interest-free money. So why would you not want to take advantage of that?
Yeah. It's a very popular program. It's helped a lot of people. There was a couple years ago where they let it go, and they let everybody who was a full-time employee of some company with a Florida address, and the money got snapped up really quick. I think it was a healthy thing for the market that they dialed it back and said, hey, so you have to be in one of these employment categories. So not just anybody can apply for this. So some of the categories: healthcare workers, law enforcement officers, firefighters, educators, childcare workers, court and public safety adjacent employees, and military and veterans are eligible too. And veterans don't even necessarily have to be first-time buyers.
That's correct. That's huge. That is huge.
Yeah, no, it's great, and everybody does have to be a full-time employee. Whoever's qualifying for the employment piece. Not both people. If you have a husband and wife, one of them can be of one of these of the eligible employment categories. They have to be full-time. The other person can be of any employment, and it doesn't matter. So
yeah. No, it's a great program. And on top of that, remember, Craig, this is a future topic we're going to be discussing in a podcast. If this new amendment that's going to be on the ballot in November comes through about the property tax issue, let's call it that, there could be a serious reduction in property taxes, and especially if you close in 2026 you would get that if it gets on the ballot, if it's going to be on the ballot, if it gets passed. So if you're a first-time home buyer and you're thinking about buying a home now or next year, you should seriously consider it. Plus, using the Hometown Heroes, which this doesn't happen every year. I mean, this is the last year Governor DeSantis is in office. This may not be available next year.
Yeah, it's not been a program historically that's available every year. Like you said, it's been available recently, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be around all the time. So that's true. So the timing, the dates. So they're going to start letting us know what interest rates are on this program on July 7th. Okay, so now starting July 7th, we'll know, okay, on the program, if you qualify, this is what the rate's going to be. On July 13th is the first day you can reserve funds, lock an interest rate, get a formal loan commitment that means something, because now that you've actually reserved the funds. So those are the dates. But people could get pre-approved based off last year's guidelines for the moment. It's not that outlandish. People have done it before, and you could get under contract now. Now, because you can't really get formally loan commitment, formal lock in on a rate and everything until mid-July, you definitely couldn't close before, at the best case, the very end of July, I would say, to be safe, and probably more like early August. But
Yeah.
I would say this would be very exciting if you're out there right now and you've been looking or you've been thinking about it, and now suddenly this is available. It's a great opportunity to take advantage of.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So I stated earlier, on a conventional first-time home buyer, your minimum down payment is 3%. Historically, closing costs and prepaids kind of run about 4% of the sales price, let's say, ballpark. And so this 5% could really cover all your closing costs, really. And you can get seller concessions, as we have in the past, and really come up with as little money as possible. But fantastic program. The people who it's for really deserve it, and it's always a winner each year, and the funds can go really fast.
Yes. So we're excited and thought we would share this with you, and even pulled Bill away from this idyllic setting that he's enjoying right now to
Yeah.
share this information with you.
It's tough duty being down here in the Keys, but somebody has to do it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you pulling away, Bill, and we'll be back to everybody with more information as soon as the guidelines get formally released. But we wanted to get the news out right away. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you
at the closing table.
Thank you, Bill.
Have a good one.
Have a good time.
Thanks, Greg.
Bye. See ya.
Thank you for watching and listening to the South Florida Mortgage Report, brought to you by Capital Partners Mortgage Services.